Good evening, YouTube. Good evening. I hope you all, and I hope you're having a fantastic evening. So, of course, this is live stream number 7, and I will find myself going ahead and just opening up my chart number 1 and analyzing and taking it from there and just seeing how we can go ahead and how we can actually trade over the course of the evening. So, unfortunately, I won't find myself going ahead and spending a huge amount of time on this, but I will go ahead and just show you all AUD USD as well as Euro AUD. Those are the two pairs on the top of my list and the two pairs that I am interested in trading over the course of the evening. So as you all know by now, with our lovely method with the box, if price breaks below the box, we find ourselves placing a sell, and if price breaks above the box, we'll find ourselves placing a buy. It's a very, very simple scalping method. It works very, very well, not just over the course of Tokyo session or Asian session, but also over the course of London as well as New York. So it works fantastically. As a lovely scalping method, it's very simple. There's not much thought process needed to find yourself trading with this method. And I want to find myself at least going ahead and focusing on perhaps one or two pairs instead of having a broader approach as I have been having in my last 6 live streams. Now I want to go ahead and I want to show you all how you can bold with perhaps one pair or even two pairs. And how you can just go ahead and just get that all up and running. So having a look at Euro AUD next will be what I'll be doing. And with Euro AUD, you can see we're having a lovely long opportunity over here. As you can see, we just broke above the box. So we're looking to place a lovely buy. And over the course of today, I found myself holding my buy that I've placed last week, Friday. That wasn't too bad at all. That was fantastic. It was some amazing money made. And I'm quite chuffed in that regard, in the sense that we went ahead and we held onto our position over the course of the weekend, and fortunately with our brokerages that of course I utilize and um, that I always recommend to my traders, the swap over the weekend was only around $3, and I think that's fantastic. That's, you don't normally find that anywhere in with the brokerages that are international, as an example. But of course, here in South Africa, we do have our local brokerages, and they tend to be a lot more lenient in terms of the fees and the charges that they charge all our traders for us to be trading. But aside from that, that's amazing. You can see we're running quite nicely all the way up to the upside over here on Euro AUD, and yeah, that's what we do. So hopefully, if we are running quite nice to the upside, AUD USD will be doing the exact opposite, running all the way nicely to the downside. And absolutely, yes, we are, but not as amazingly as what I would like. As you can see, we're forming a bit of a double bottom over here, having some nice rejection wicks. Over here, oh, my tongue is already twisting. But over here, as you can see, we're having some nice rejection wicks being thrown to the downside here on this level of support that's being created now. I'm sure if you look back to the past, it was probably a previous level of support as well. That is a bit of a concern for me, as I want to find myself running all the way down the downside into 0.6526. So yes, we'll see what happens. We're jumping back up, but you'll be patient. It's one of those things where you just have to hold this position all the way, either to your stop loss or to your take profit, and that's how we trade. So over here on Germany, this is one of the trade opportunities that we had over the course of the day, and we had a lovely buy opportunity that occurred over there. It was around here, was it? It was on Friday, of course, but that's Monday. I think the buy was somewhere around here. Okay, it's probably definitely about a bit higher up. But regardless, we had a nice buy. We actually had a sell and a buy. and we take profit on that as well. I normally don't find myself trading Germany 30, but it was a very clean opportunity that occurred on Friday, and I was like, I simply cannot avoid this. I have to jump in and take action, and I did, and it was a good overall move towards the upside and the downside. But okay, so aside from that, I'm just looking at a few other pairs that we can find ourselves trading. GBP, JPY, we all love this pair. Um, but it appears that even as much as we love it, we would have hit a beautiful stop loss on this pair. As you can see over here, I'm just going to move my stop loss there. We were induced to find ourselves placing a buy, and we placed the buy, and we immediately reversed and ran all the way to the downside on this pair, unfortunately. Once again, that is if you were having a look. And over here, we also look at potentially a lovely sell opportunity that can occur. But once again, we have to be patient and we just have to wait a little bit with regard to that. Euro NZD would therefore then be the pair that I would be looking for inverse correlation. As you can see with NZD with this. So let's have a look at Euro NZD. I think this evening I'll be focusing on AUD USD and Euro AUD, as well as NZD USD and Euro NZD. I'm sure you can all see the pattern. They are inversely correlated, and I think that's where I will find myself trading over the course of this evening. But okay, so looking at this, as you can see, we ran quite nicely to the upside, and we're pulling back down for a nice retest on our entry level. This allows us to now have another entry into this trade opportunity, which is fantastic. But of course, long term, we're looking for further run to the upside on Euro NZD. Likewise, with Euro AUD, we're also looking for a nice, beautiful run to the upside, and we would love to see that occurring. But you are throwing some mix now towards the upside and running into a nice, strong level of previous support, now turned as resistance, as you can see over there. Definitely a level of concern for myself, because resistance, support is a very strong level. Hopefully we can find ourselves breaking above that level and seeing a nice jump all the way up to our take profit level. So with that being the case, unfortunately I cannot find myself conducting this live stream forever over the course of the evening until we hit our stop loss and take profit. But definitely having the idea and understanding that we have an opportunity that we can participate in, I think that is of utmost importance. And just using the method with regard to how I use, I can assure you that all of my traders will find themselves going ahead and watching a video like this, as it is showcasing the part in which we trade live together. I think that is of utmost importance. But okay, aside from that, I think that will be all from me this evening. That will be all from me this evening, and I want to say I wish you all a fantastic evening. Keep well, keep safe. I'll catch you all again in live stream number 8. Cheers, guys.